I want to start off by saying that I've never done any of this before, so this is very new. But welcome to my first video. I've never done any of this before, and I'm figuring it out, but working through this eventually. So one of the topics that I want to talk about today, and it's something that I feel like is neglected nowadays, is mental health. And it's something that, people say that, it doesn't matter or that it's not important, but it really is. And coming from someone that's really dealt with that type of stuff, it's definitely something that really controls your everyday life. And so I wanted to get into that and get into kind of ways to, how it affects people and how it's not being looked at as much as it should be, because it really is a problem nowadays. And it's become a lot more apparent because of COVID, and it's become a lot, it's worse than it used to be. Is what I'm trying to say. So mental health, right? Mental health could be many different things, right? When people think of mental health, they think of anything bad, but mental health can be good or bad, right? Now, having poor mental health, that's where the issue is. And it's something that people don't really look into as much as they should. And people really think that they could just work through it, and they think that it doesn't matter, but it really does. And they think that they could just work through it by themselves, but even from personal experience, I know that you can't do that. The only way that I got better was to reach out. And it's something that took me a while to do, but I did it eventually. So it's definitely something that a lot of people need to work on, and something that I definitely had an issue with was being able to reach out and ask for help. Now, something that I don't feel like is looked at enough is mental health in schools. I'm in schooling, I'm on my spring break right now, and I feel like with school, we have so many assignments and tests going on at the same time, and it's every day. I have like a test almost every week. I mean, it's annoying. But I feel like with that, they don't take into consideration the mental health as much as they really should be, and they really should be more transparent and more they should be more understanding with things. you know there is this thing, and it's called a 504 plan, and basically it's where you're able to get different accommodations for different things depending on your situation, right? And it's different things such as extended time, such as extended due dates and stuff. And I think it's a great thing, but I think that it's great, but I think that the school system in general should be more like that, giving a little more, you know, breathing room. Because when you have so many assignments in every single class, it gets really, really exhausting, and it like really tugs at the person. And like at the end of the day, at the end of the week, you're really thinking to yourself like, "Ugh, like I have to do this again next week. I have to do this again tomorrow. I mean, is it really worth it at this point?" But I don't know. Mental health is not only like noticeable in schools, but something else I've noticed about is ironically video games, right? There's always been a pressure in trying to be the best, especially for me. And having the pressure, societal pressure of always having to be your top game and having to be amazing at a game. And you see in this gameplay that I'm not amazing at anything, or at least I'm not amazing at this from what you could see. And really, I think the issue is perfectionism and people trying to be as perfect as they can. Because if you look at different people, they each have their own definition of perfection, right? And so, like, as an example, my level of perfection might be different from my dad's or my mom's, as an example, because we have different understandings of what we think perfect is. And so I might think that being perfect is being perfect at Call of Duty, as an example, but my dad might think being perfect is being able to fix a car in a certain amount of time. And so being perfect is really subjective. And so one person that might think that, you know, getting to round 100 in zombies might be perfect, where someone else might think that getting to round 5 is perfect. And so it really depends, and it's something that really affects people, and it really affected me and my mental health, because I really tried to get myself to levels that other people were at, when really I should just be happy with where I am at the moment. But yeah, it's something that I worked on, something that a lot of people need to work on, but that's definitely a good thing that I've been working on. Uh, but yeah, I think I'm coming to the end of the video. There's not much I could really more talk about. Just as a test and everything. I've never really done this before. I don't even know if it's gonna work, but I just want to test this out, get some thoughts out there, get some things out there, work on my editing for videos. You know, I don't really write a script or anything. This is me just talking outright. Uh, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy. I will see you guys next time.